And so this last question, I know you kind of mentioned your experience auditioning for Annie, which was a hard lesson to learn, but I mean, your mom made sure it was memorable. I think that's great parenting on her part. But in general, how have you seen the industry evolve since you've joined, and what is your hope for where the industry is going?
I think the industry is growing. I think it has a lot of places that it needs to go. I
Right.
think with everything going on in the world right now, we as a country, we as a nation, we as an industry
Hmm.
are finally having the conversations we needed to have. It's
Right.
like family therapy. Like everybody has a family, and something happens in the family, and then it becomes that thing that no one talks about, but is
Right.
always the elephant in the room.
Under
When
the
they
rug.
just need to go and sit down and talk to a therapist,
Yeah.
and everybody needs to air out how they feel so
Hmm.
that everybody feels heard, and then they can come together and make the changes and adjustments. But if everybody comes to the table with an accusatory thing, or I'm not going to listen because I don't care, my grandmother did that, I didn't do that, that and within this industry, understanding that our industry has fallen into that as well. I
Yeah.
think now we're starting to see people embraced more
Hmm.
for their individuality. But in the same token, now they're becoming certain norms
Right.
about certain things and certain looks and how certain people have to be. We haven't completely gotten, is where I would like us to be, is to truly embracing that um, everybody, there's differences to everybody and we should embrace those. There's not one definition or one look for blackness.
Hmm.
There is not one specific look or outlook for whiteness or um, other ethnic groups,
Hmm.
and there is not one specific look or specific thought or idea of what is intelligent and what isn't.
Right.
And so and our industry really guides a lot of that, because people are reading less but they're watching more.
Hmm.
And so what they see in front of them shapes what they believe and what they think. And so I think this industry, if the industry starts embracing more the change around the world and the change within our country, because I mean, face it, we are the leader in the industry. You
Hmm.
know, the American film industry and acting industry. Although for actors, often it's much to the chagrin of Americans, the acting creme de la creme people think are the British actors because
Hmm.
they really get into the craft, but they are shaped by American culture and American TV and film. So I think when we have that much influence on other cultures, that it's almost a responsibility. To whom
Right.
much is given, much is required,
Right.
that we have to embrace the differences of the world around us. And when we do that, we will make massive changes in how people think, what they how they view others, and even how they view themselves.
Yeah.
Because what we think, you know, when I was growing up as a kid, what I thought was beautiful, what I thought was representative of me, was not what these kids get to see today. You
Hmm.
know, I boohooed like a baby when Princess and the Frog came out,
Mm.
because of the idea that someone who looked like me could be a Disney princess.
Right.
Oh my goodness. And people are feeling that way with Black Panther. So,
Hmm.
you know, it's you know, for minorities, it's like Mulan is now an action movie. But even when the cartoon came out, what, wait, Disney's got something that looks like me, that's an inspiring story. And for women to see, oh, they're, you know, we're not just trying to marry the great guy.
Right.
You know, you have Brave, you know, where she was just who she was.
Hmm.
She wasn't dainty. She
Right.
was rough and tumble. So even embracing the idea that women can be different, embracing that men can be different, what the idea of a man is,
Hmm.
and that if you are at a point where you don't know, that's okay. That we can just be people, we can be human beings, because who we are is something that is beautiful, that is divinely made.
Hmm.
And so when we embrace that, and the industry really celebrates that, which I think is what they're doing more of, then you can affect change all around the world. And we as individuals will see ourselves differently, because we will see ourselves truly reflected in what we watch.
Wow. I mean, nothing to add there. That's so true. And that is my dream for the industry as well, that I
Mhm.
haven't been a part of. But like you said, we're not reading, we're watching. So
Right.
there's so much consumption. But thank you so much, Fredina.
Well,
It was
thank
so
you.
wonderful talking to you and hearing more about your experience in life. And I'm very excited for our masterclass today.
I am too. I'm excited.
So I'll just click the recording right there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's 9:30. We don't need to be back until 9:50. So feel free
Okay,
to.
it's the same link, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna turn my camera off and my microphone off and like go make some breakfast. So
Yeah, I'll probably, I think I may do that as well. I may just turn the mic and the camera off.
great.
Then I can just move around and do some stuff.
Yeah, I'm
All
really
right.
excited. I'll see you in 20.
Okay. Bye.